Good morning. Thank you for joining me for this yoga practice. I want to go ahead and apologize in advance for any technical issues that might come up, and also for the poor quality of my camera and microphone. This whole virtual instruction thing is new to me, so I'm just sort of learning as I go. So thank you in advance for your flexibility and your understanding. Also, my cats will probably make a cameo. They may bring in critters from outside, so we'll just go with it. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that because of the virtual format of this class, I really can't offer the kind of one-on-one instruction and support that I would normally offer in a class. So just please listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, stop. Most importantly, I always tell my students to know the difference between discomfort and pain. We want to push ourselves, we want to challenge ourselves, but we also need to be careful that we are not injuring ourselves. So listen to your body. I will try to offer modifications as I go. I will try to cue really clearly and demonstrate so that you can see what's happening. But always, always, always listen to your body because you're the one in your body. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Just moving into the practice today, I've been thinking about, the purpose of yoga, and one of the things is to cultivate steadiness and ease. And the idea is that if we can cultivate steadiness and ease through getting grounded and building a solid foundation throughout our practice on our mat, that we can carry that stability and ease out into our lives. And I think that's really important right now when things feel a little bit chaotic and out of control. So throughout our practice, maybe in the back of your mind, just be thinking about that. How can I bring more stability and ease to my practice, and more stability and ease, and maybe even stillness to my everyday life, especially amidst these just really challenging times. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start kneeling in Virasana, our hero's pose. You can't see, but I am kneeling. If this is not comfortable for your knees, you're welcome to bring a block under your sits bones or a pillow, anything that lifts your hips up and takes some pressure out of your knees. If that is not going to work for you either, you are welcome to just take a comfortable seat, a Sukhasana easy seat, or any seated position that you feel comfortable in. We're going to begin with just a short seated meditation or pranayama breathing exercise. So I'd like you to bring your palms of your hands down onto your thighs for grounding, and then bring your awareness to your posture. Find alignment so that your shoulders are stacked right over your hips, which are stacked right over your ankles, or sits bones if you're just sitting on the floor and not kneeling. And then maybe slide the chin back a little bit. We have a tendency to walk around, with our heads forward like this, and it creates this C curve in our spine that is not good alignment. So we want to really notice that. Draw the shoulders onto the back, stack them over the hips, and then try to bring the ears aligned with the shoulders. Okay. Here, go ahead and close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Notice as you breathe how your rib cage expands and contracts. I want you to imagine that there's a balloon inside your rib cage, and when you inhale, I want you to imagine that balloon filling up all the way 360 degrees. Feel your rib cage expand. As you continue breathing deeply at your own pace, with your own breath, I invite you to chant silently to yourself a mantra. So as you inhale, hum as you exhale. Soham translates to I am. And this simple mantra or this simple pranayama or breathing exercise is great for helping you feel more grounded and more centered. Stay here for a few more rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, go ahead and flutter your eyes open. I'd like us to ignite our Ujjayi breath. It's our breath of fire, building heat, building tapas. And to do that, we're going to inhale deeply in and out through the nose, sealing the lips and bringing a slight constriction to the back of the throat so that it has a little bit of a texture or it sounds like a whisper or an ocean. Okay? So please use this Ujjayi breath throughout the practice. If you feel like you're a little too warm, you can always exhale through the mouth, and that is more cooling. We're going to add some dynamic movement to our breath. So we'll inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart. Inhale, offer the hands out. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, offer it up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now continue at your own pace with your own breath for a few more rounds of breath. And feel free to close your eyes. You can just really tune in to the sensations in your body and your breath. One more round of breath. And we meet again with our hands placed face down or palms down on the thighs. We're going to start bringing some movement into our head and neck. So we're just going to make some slow head circles. Think about drawing a circle with your chin. This way you're not dumping the weight of your whole skull into your cervical spine. And then go ahead and reverse directions other way. One more time all the way around. And then bring your head back to neutral. Now we're going to bring some movement into our thoracic spine with some rib circles. So we're just placing the fingertips on the knees and just rounding the spine and arching. And if you'd like to add the breath, you'll inhale as you arch the chest forward. Exhale as you draw the belly button back, tucking the chin, tucking the tail. Inhale. Exhale. And then go ahead and reverse. Inhale. Exhale. One more time all the way around. And come back to neutral. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, press the palms towards the ceiling. Notice if your ribs are flaring out. If so, soften them into the body. Reach tall. And then go ahead and just draw some little circles, like you're drawing little circles with the flat part of your palms that are facing the ceiling. And reverse. And then go ahead and release your left hand down and take a side stretch here. Option to look down at the fingertips of the ground or up at the ceiling. Inhale, stretch a little bit longer. And then exhale, sweep over to the other side. Option to gaze down at the fingertips on the floor or bring the gaze to the ceiling. Feel that length in the left side body. Draw the opposite sits bone down toward the floor. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, sweep it over to the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sweep it over to the other side. Just a couple more rounds of breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back. Seated. We're going to move into a tabletop position from here. I'm going to go back to my mat and turn sideways, so I think you have a little bit of better view. Throughout our practice, I might shift around a little bit because there will be some things that will be better for me to demonstrate facing forward. So we'll just figure that out as we go. So come on to all fours, like so. Stacking hands under wrists and knees under shoulders. Hands under shoulders and knees under hips. We'll begin with a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, lift the tail, lift the chin, drop the belly. Isometrically draw the heels of the palms toward the knees as you open your chest. Exhale, draw the spine up, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, press the mat away. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, round, really press your mat away. Continue to move through the cat-cow at your own pace with your own breath for a few more rounds. And I also invite you to add some organic movement. Maybe you want to circle the ribs and the head and neck. Maybe you want to bend the elbows or move the hips back to the heels. See what your body is calling for and go there. And if you haven't already, go ahead and reverse direction so we can stay balanced on both sides. In order to cultivate stability and ease, we need to have a solid foundation, and that includes a balanced foundation. One more round of breath here. And then come back to your neutral tabletop. And now we're going to extend opposite hand and foot. Option to tuck the back toes. That helps with balance. So I'm going to reach my right arm forward and my, let me adjust. My right arm forward and my left leg back. I'm going to find length here. And I'm going to pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now I'm going to crunch my elbow to my knee. In, exhale, inhale, lengthen, crunch, exhale, 2 more, inhale, lengthen, crunch as you exhale, inhale, lengthen, last one, and crunch, and lengthen. Place the hand and the knee back down on the mat, same thing, other side. Find length in your spine. Flex the back toes straight down to the ground. Keep your core working to protect your low back, so we don't want to dump into the lumbar spine. Keep the 360 core engaged, and then pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Go ahead and place the foot and the knee back on the mat. Option to keep the toes tapped or put the tops of the feet down on the mat. We're just going to take a twist here. So press into the mat with your left hand. Open, twisting from the ribs. Your right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Thread the arm through. Bring your forehead to the mat. You can tap the fingertips here of the left hand. Tiptoe them out to the top of your mat. Check that your hips are square. They're going to have a tendency to want to tilt over to the left. Try to keep them square by engaging the core. Breathe into the twist. Inhale, bring those left fingertips back under your shoulder. Press into the mat. Open back up into your twist. Right arm reaches high. Exhale. Right arm comes back to the mat. Same thing, other side. Inhale, twist from the ribs. Exhale, thread that left arm through. Bring the forehead to the mat. Tiptoe the right fingertips to the top of the mat if you did so on the other side. Press the mat away. Pull your ribs underneath your armpit. Look up at the sky. Work to square the hips. Draw the belly button into the spine. And breathe. On your next inhale, walk those fingertips underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, lift the left arm to the sky. And exhale, place it back down on the mat. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Press equally to the four corners of your palms. Engage your fingertips so you have little suction cup hands or little gecko hands. This is going to take some of the weight out of the wrists. Slide the shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Lift the hips high, and if you need to bring a bend to the knee, please do so. It's important that we want to avoid this rounding spine here. We want to have a nice flat spine, so we have this really nice V shape. And for a lot of people, tight hamstrings make that really difficult, and the way that we address that is we just bring as much of a bend to the knees as is necessary. And maybe just for fun, go ahead and bend your knees here and straighten them. Just see how that feels. Find the position that works for you. Pedal your feet out left and right here. And then lift up onto both toes, and we're just going to shift the heels over to the right side. Take it a little twist. And then up and over to the other side. Twist. And then lift both heels up. You're up on your tiptoes, still in your down dog. And lower them back down to the mat. From here, walk your hands back to your feet. Ragdoll pose. So feet are hip width apart. Take a hold of opposite elbows. You can shake your head yes, nod it. Nod it yes, shake it no. And maybe shift your weight side to side, forward and back. Allow a generous bend in the knees, and this is going to help your low back to release. You stay where you are. I'm actually going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to move through some sunflowers. So you're going to keep your hands grasping opposite elbows and a gentle bend in the knees here. And we're going to begin opening up to the left side like a sunflower, opening up to the sun. Just making these nice circles. 2,
2 more just like that. Keep that gentle bend in the knees. Maybe more generous as you come through the bottom of the circle. Now I think I lost count, but I think this is the 4th one. So then we're going to reverse, and I'm moving to the right, opening the chest as you blossom like a beautiful flower. Inhale. Exhale. I lost count again, so we'll do one more just for fun, it's a bonus. Exhale. And then let everything hang heavy. Release the hands from the elbows. And then you're going to roll the time. Keep that bend in the knees. That's going to allow you to really isolate each individual vertebra. When you get to the top, bring the shoulders up to the ears and then shrug them down your back. Tadasana, mountain pose. Check in that your feet are parallel and not turned out. Try to ground down to the 4 corners of your foot, so that's going to be under the pinky toe mound and the big toe mound, and then the 2 outside edges of the heel. Engage your muscles so that you're hugging into midline, pelvic floor is lifting, belly button is pulling in toward the spine and up into the ribs. And again, we're stacking the shoulders. We want the shoulder blades. We want to avoid this, right? We want the shoulders stacked over the hips and over the ankles. And if the ribs are popping out, which mine always do, remember to just soften them into the body. You can think about maybe bringing the hip bones to the bottom rib. That helps you to visualize what I mean by softening the body. Okay. Here, go ahead and pause, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the mouth. Through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, all together, inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Bring your hands to heart center. I'm going to change my orientation on my mat. You stay right where you are. We're going to move through sun salutations. In fact, if you're at the back of your mat, take a step forward so that you're at the top of your mat. So from here, inhale, sweep your arms up alongside your ears. Urdhva Hastasana, volcano pose. Exhale, hands through the heart, or swan dive, forward fold with a flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Option to keep the fingertips on the floor, or bring the hands to the shins. Think about engaging your belly, keeping your head and neck in a nice straight line all the way to your tailbone. Exhale, forward fold, step back, first right, then left. Nice strong plank. You want to keep your hips in line with your shoulders and your heels. We don't want to be swaying in our back or lifting our hips. So really zip up the core for a nice plank pose. Option here as we lower down to drop the knees and then elbows go straight back. Make sure you're not tilting the shoulders forward. Keep them down the back, elbows straight back. Keep a nice straight line from your tailbone to the crown of your head as you lower down. Untuck the toes. Option here for cobra as you inhale. And then exhale, tuck the toes, drive the knees into the mat. Lift first the torso, then the hips. Down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, arms alongside your ears. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll move through that 3 more times a little more quickly with an option to do a chaturanga and to step or hop back and forward. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Left, right this time. Try to alternate sides if you're stepping back. And lower down to your belly. Lift up, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, volcano pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop to the back of your mat. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, volcano pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms sweep up alongside the ears. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause here. Deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Can't hear on my nose, sorry. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, lift forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva volcano pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release your hands down to your sides. Take a moment to find stillness, stability, and ease in Tadasana mountain pose. One more full round of breath together before we move on. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears, sit the hips back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Zip up the belly, soften the ribs, bring the weight into the heels so much so that you can lift your toes up off the mat. Head and neck in a nice straight line with the spine from the crown of the head to the tip of the tail. Inhale, sit a little bit deeper. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Arms are alongside the ears here. My front heel is pushing into the mat. My knee is stacked over my ankle and tracking over my front toes. My back toes are really pushing into the mat. I'm putting a lot of energy into my left leg and really coming up onto the ball of my left foot. I'm drawing my right hip back as I draw my left hip forward in an effort to square my hips. And I'm scissoring my legs in a way that helps me have a strong foundation. Option to bend the back knee just in order to stack the shoulders over the hips, keep it bent, or then straighten it, sink a little deeper into that front knee. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, sweep the left arm down for a twist. Option to look to the side or maybe look back over those left fingertips. Really engage the core here. Zip up the belly, scissor the thighs. Stay a little bit longer. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms back up alongside your ears. And exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands on either side of your foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Same thing, other side. Left leg lifts as you inhale. Exhale, step it through to a low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Notice that my feet, you probably can't see from this angle, but they're about hips width apart, so they're not in a tightrope. That's going to give me a much more stable foundation. So stay here, soften the ribs, stack shoulders over hips, draw left hip back as you draw right hip forward to find square hips. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist now to the right. Maybe looking back over those right fingertips, continuing to work to square the hips, engaging the core, zipping up the belly, scissoring the thighs. Stay here. You can do it. Embrace the wiggles and the shakes. That's you getting stronger. And on your next inhale, sweep that arm up alongside the ear. Exhale, hands to your mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come back to standing. We're going to move through that again, this time linking movement to breath, so a little bit faster. 1 round. Inhale, sit your hips back, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through, runner's lunge. Inhale, arms sweep up, find that stability. Exhale, twist. Inhale, sweep the arms back up alongside the ears. Exhale, option here to do your regular chaturanga or ekapada. Float the top leg, lower it down. Come up into your up dog. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Other side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, add the twist. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back or float the top leg for ekapada. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Exhale, lift the hips. Pause here. Big inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. One more time, just like that. Big inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart and rise. Release your hands alongside your sides. Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes. Take a moment. Check in. Find stillness. Feel the sensation of your breath coming in and out. Ground down to the four corners of your feet. Cultivate stability and ease. Create a solid and stable foundation. Slowly flutter your eyes open, but keep the gaze soft. We're going to add on inhale, chair pose. Adding some movement. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, chair pose. A couple more times just like that. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Really squeeze the triceps here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Pause here. Really squeeze the thighs together. Find that nice straight line from the crown of your head all the way to the tip of your heel. Squeezing your triceps together. As we inhale, we're going to rise up into Urdhva Hastasana, volcano pose, ekapada, one-legged. So you're going to lift that left leg. And I'm going to turn to face you because it's going to be a little easier for you to see what I'm doing. So we are here. Flex those left toes towards your face. And try to balance the hips. So one hip is going to want to lift up. Try to settle it down so that they're balanced. From here, option to place the right hand on the hip and bring the left hand to the knee. Option to stay with the hand on the knee or reach down for the toes. Really engaging the low abs here. Okay, option to keep the knee bent or straighten the leg. And then when you're ready, maybe explore opening out here. So I have my right arm opening out and my left leg opening. This is creating a counterbalance. Also notice what's happening in your standing leg as we attempt this balancing pose. It's challenging, right? It's okay. This is my good foot. Whoa, I'm having trouble here too. So notice how you might want to lean more into the outside or the inside edge. Try to ground down equally to the four corners of your foot, even here. If this is super easy and you want more of a challenge, close your eyes. It's amazing what a difference it makes to take that sense of sight away. Stay here for one more breath, grow taller. Exhale. And then inhale, bring that leg back to the front. If you extended the leg, go ahead and bend it here.
And then I'm going to turn this way so you can see from the side. So stay here in this balancing pose. Okay, we're going to just practice a little bit of hinging here. So we're really working our core, building more balance and stability. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart, and I'm going to hinge forward here. Woo. So try to find a nice straight line from your heel all the way to the crown of your head. Do 3 more just like that. Hinge, extend the leg. And bring it back. See, everybody loses their balance sometimes. It's okay. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it back. See, now I lost count. We'll do one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it back. Now we are going to fly our arms back, those airplane arms, extend the foot, and then land it gently into our crescent lunge here with airplane arms. Zip at the belly, really engage the core to lift the torso up away from the thigh. Tuck the chin just a little bit to create this nice straight line, all the way from the tip of the top of the crown of the head, all the way through the heel. Notice this, just this continuous line of energy through the back body. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, open up to your warrior two. So I'm going to spin my back foot so that it's parallel to the short end of my mat. I'm going to align my heel with the arch of my back foot. I'm going to track my knees over my toes, opening this thigh out, and really stacking the knee over the ankle. Shoulders over hips, and working to square the hips so I don't have one tilting up, right? So settle down into that lunge, work to square the hips. Take a deep breath in. Stay here for one more round of breath. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. So I'm bringing the back of my right arm to the inside of my right knee, pressing down to the knife edge of my back foot, extending my left fingertips toward the sky. My arms are at about 12 and 6. Option to put a little bit of weight onto your knee if you need the extra support. Totally okay, but try not to dump too much weight. Really try to use your core muscles to hold yourself up. Inhale, press into that heel, rise back up, and come into a reverse warrior. So my left hand's going to go to the back of my left thigh. My right arm is going to extend up overhead. Option to look down at the back toes here. Really sink a little deeper into that front knee, and then look up at the top arm or the ceiling. Inhale, find length. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down to frame the foot. Step that front foot back or Ekapada. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come back to standing. Same thing, other side. So inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, airplane arms. 3 more just like that. So inhale, chair pose. Added challenge if you want to exhale, graze them out with your fingertips. Really squeeze those triceps. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, chair pose. This time, transfer the weight into the left foot. Lift the right knee this time. Flex the foot. And then release the left hand to the hip, right hand to the knee. Option to keep the hand on the knee. Or if you'd like to attempt to balance with the fingers on the toe, go ahead and do that. And extend the leg forward. Little micro bend in the standing leg is okay. Try to ground down equally to the 4 corners of the standing foot. Balance the hips. And if you'd like to explore opening out, open the left arm out and the right leg out. Stay here. Work to balance the hips. Shoulders down the back. Ribs soft. Dial that right hip down. Stay here. One more round of breath.
And inhale, bring that leg back to the front. Keep it lifted, hands to heart, 4 times, we'll hinge. So, hinging into warrior 3. And exhale, bring it back. Embrace the wiggles. Inhale. Exhale, feel the glutes working here. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time as we inhale, extend the leg back, extend the arms back, airplane. Gently tap those back toes on the mat, adjust your feet as needed, find your crescent lunge with airplane arms. Find that line of energy from the heel of the back foot all the way through the crown of the head. Stay here. Use the 360-degree core to lift the torso off the front thigh. Inhale, cartwheel the arms, open up to your warrior 2. Sink deep into that front knee, tracking the knees over the toes. Thigh is energetically opening out. Knee is stacked over ankle. Back edge of my foot is parallel with the short end of the mat. My heel is in line with the arch of my foot. And I'm working to balance my hips. Stay here. Just scooping the glute under to keep that hip from popping up. Inhale, shift the torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Okay, option again to rest the forearm here or press the back of the left arm into the inside of the left knee. Keep the shoulders rolling down the back so you can open the chest. Keep that belly working to protect your back. Look up at the fingertips of the top hand. Keep energy in that back leg. And then inhale, press into the heel of the front foot to move through warrior 2 into reverse warrior. So slide that right hand down the back of the right leg. Option to bring the gaze to the back foot or look up to the ceiling. Stay here. Find length in the side body. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Option, chaturanga or ekapada. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. To the front of the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Rise up to standing. We're going to move through both sides one more time, a little more quickly, so listen for the changes. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Listen for the change. Inhale, ekapada, Urdhva Hastasana. Transfer the weight to your right foot, lift your left foot. Exhale, hands come to the hip and the knee, or fingertips to the toe. Inhale, extend the foot. Oops, wrong one. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, square the hips. Exhale, release the foot. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, shift forward. Airplane arms, gently bring the foot to the mat. Crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, shift forward. Extended side angle. Inhale, press into the heel of the front foot. Drive down to the back edge of the back foot. Reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms to frame the front foot. Ekapada, chaturanga, or knees, chest, cobra. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart, come to stand. Other side. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Listen for the change. Inhale, shift the weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg. Exhale, grab the knee or the toe. Inhale, extend. Exhale, open. Inhale, Bring the hips back to square. Exhale, release the toes. Hands to the heart. Inhale, shift forward. Airplane or warrior three. Exhale, crunch that knee back in. Inhale, airplane pose. And gently, as you exhale, bring the toes to the mat into your crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, open up to warrior two. Spin that back foot so that it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. Exhale, shift forward. Tick-tock the arms to 12 and 6. Extended side angle. Inhale, drive down through the heel and the back edge of the back foot. Extend that arm. Look up at the sky. Reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Option for Ekapada, Chaturanga, or skip it. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, up forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come back to stand. Release the hands alongside your torso. Mountain pose. Take a moment here, find stillness. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose all together. And then breath of fire. Open your mouth, let it out, but let it be loud. So maybe even stick out your tongue. Let's do another one just like that. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let your tongue hang out. Breath of fire. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, breath of fire. Beautiful. Okay, moving on, we're gonna move through a warrior one sequence. So I'm gonna step my right foot back. Just trying to think the best way so that you can see what's happening here. I'm gonna step my right foot back here. Not maybe my left. I'm gonna step my left foot back here. So warrior one, I'm stacking my knee over my ankle, tracking the knee over the toes always to protect the knee. The back foot, again, is not gonna be tight roped in a straight line with the front heel. I want it to be out a few inches, so it's more about hips width. That's gonna give you a more stable foundation. So from here, I'm gonna sweep my arms up overhead. And I'm gonna really kind of sink down into that front knee. And again, I'm going to draw the right hip back and the left hip forward to square the hips, soften the ribs. I'm going to exhale, release my hands behind my back. Option here to interlace fingertips, grasp opposite elbows, or even if that's not accessible, you can just like you're hugging a big beach ball here. Same thing energetically. We're squeezing those shoulder blades together. So I'm going to interlace the fingers, inhale, chest expansion. I'm going to lift my heart to the sky here. Keep a micro bend in the elbows and keep the low belly working to protect the lumbar spine. Okay, stay here for another round of breath. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the right shoulder inside the right knee. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Notice if your hips are starting to move over to the right side. Try to square your hips. Stay here. It's a little bit of a balance challenge. Harder than it looks. And on your next inhale, press into that front foot. Keep the knee for now. We're going to come into this halfway lift. So really driving the fists back. And then straighten that front knee. Don't block out the front knee. Really engage the core here. Find length. Exhale, release the fingertips down on either side of the foot. And forward fold. There's a little beetle. Get out of here, bug. Inhale, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Just allow your torso to melt over the leg. Maybe give your head a little shake if that feels good. From here, inhale, lengthen. Bend into that front knee, and you're going to spin that back foot back into our warrior two foot so that the outside edge is parallel with the short end of the mat. From here, we're going to open up into our warrior two. So you're going to press down through this heel, cartwheel the arms up. Warrior two. From here, go ahead and straighten the front leg again. Don't walk out the knee. We're moving into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So tick-tock, so we shift the torso forward, tick-tock the arms to 12 and 6. Really work to engage the 360-degree core here to protect your back. Shoulders rolled back onto the back, looking at the fingertips, or down at the bottom hand if that feels better for you now. Option to place the hand on the shin, but if you decide to do so, don't put too much weight in there. Try to keep that weight light. And just keeping the heart open, the belly working, and the thighs, everything really hugging into midline. From here, really energize that back edge of that back foot to rise up. And we're going to come into reverse Trikonasana. So similar to our reverse warrior, place the left hand on the back of that left thigh and extend that top arm up to have a really nice side stretch here. From here, lift the front toes, flex that foot. And we're just going to sweep down. That foot's going to pivot so that the toes are facing the front. And we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold here. Let the head and neck hang happy. And then lift up so that your hands are underneath your shoulders. And we're going to take a little twist here. So inhale, twist right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, thread that arm through, kind of like we did in the beginning. Take a hold of the left ankle and tiptoe those fingertips out in front of you. And use that torque, that pulling on the ankle and the pressing away the floor to draw your chest so that you can look up under that armpit. Work to square the hips. They're going to want to shift to one side. Try to discourage them from doing that. And then go ahead and bend that right knee. On your next inhale, bring your hands back under your shoulders. Find length. Stay here for the exhale. And then same thing on the other side. Inhale, open that arm to the ceiling, the left arm. Exhale, thread it through, grasp the right ankle, tiptoe those fingers out, press the earth away as you draw your chest under your armpit. Square the hips, breathe. I'm going to go ahead and bend that left knee, find that stretch. And straighten both legs. Walk your fingertips back under your shoulders. And then we're going to turn toward the front of the mat again, coming into a runner's lunge. Heel toe the foot out to the outside edge of the right side of the mat. You can go ahead and drop the back knee, untuck the toes. This feels good, stay here. Or if you want a little bit more, you can bring your forearms down and just sort of gently rock into that hip. If that feels good, it's you can keep the foot on the floor and hug that foot into midline, or that thigh into midline, that right thigh, or you can let it kind of fall open. Either way, but just keep the foot flexed to protect the knee. Keep the belly turned on. And then if you come down to your forearms, go ahead and come back up onto your palms and reach that right arm high. Let's take a twist. Option to stay here or grab that back foot. Option to stay here with the twist or square the shoulders back to the mat. See how that changes the sensation of this stretch. And then go ahead and release that foot. We're going to place the hands on the mat. Inhale. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Exhale. Chaturanga or skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. We'll repeat this on this other side. So, release your hands alongside your sides.
Stepping back with the right foot this time. So that warrior one position. Heel is down this time. My right toes are angled toward the right front corner of my mat. Squaring my hips. Reaching my arms up alongside my ears. Grow taller here. Inhale. Sink a little bit deeper as you exhale. Turn that core on. Soften the ribs. Spiral the pinkies in. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands behind the back. If you're going to interlace your fingers, do so with the opposite thumb on top this time. Chest expansion, lift the heart. Keep a micro bend in the elbows. Stay here for one more round of breath. Tone the belly to protect the low back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the inside of that left shoulder to the inside of the left knee, or to square the hips. You can lift the elbows. You can lift the fists away from the sacrum, but do so, but keep that micro bend in the elbows. Stay here. Scissor the thighs to create more stability in your foundation. Engage the core. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Try not to dump your weight of your torso onto your leg like I was just doing. Inhale, find length in the spine as you press into your heel of your front foot and extend the fist toward the back of the mat. And then straighten that. Don't lock the knee. Keep the quad engaged. Stay here, find length. You can release the fingertips, little airplane arms here if you'd like. And then exhale, forward fold over that foot. Keep the heel down if you can. If it lifts up, that's okay too. Inhale, find length. And exhale, melt your torso over your thigh. Maybe give your head a little shake, shake, shake if that feels good. And then inhale, find length in your spine again. Bend into that front knee. Spin that back foot to parallel. Maybe walk it out a little bit and finish up to your stance. Push into this front heel as you open up into your warrior two. And then straighten that front leg. Shift the torso forward. Take off the arms. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Open the heart. Bring the gaze to the fingers or the ceiling or to your foot on the floor. Find length. Open your heart. Breathe. And then reach the fingertips back and come into your reverse triangle. Really find length in that left side body. Open the heart. Draw the shoulders down the back. Option to bring the gaze to the foot up the floor or up at the ceiling. Lift that front foot, flex that foot, and then spin on that heel to parallel that foot with your other foot as you sweep the left arm down into your forward fold. And then option here to play around with an inversion if you've got one in your practice, or just hang out in your forward fold. Maybe play around with whatever feels good. Woo! Slowly come down if you're in an inversion here with control. And then I'm going to turn to face you, but you stay where you are. And then come into Skandasana, this yogi lunge here, modified, using our fingertips for support. Switch sides. Whee. And then lift the hips back up. We're going to come over into our lizard pose on the other side. So heel toe that foot to the outside of the mat, drop the back knee. If you came down to your elbows on the other side, make sure to do so on this side as well.
Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Bring the weight into your right palm as you extend the left arm up and back. And capture the back toes. Zip up the belly, twist from the ribs. Open the heart. Option to stay here or go ahead and square the shoulders and see how that feels a little bit different. You might feel the sensation a little bit more in the front of the thigh. Belly is working. Go ahead and release the toes back down to the mat. Press the palms into the mat underneath the shoulders. Step the front foot to meet the back. We're just going to lower down as slow as you can to your belly. Elbow straight back. Keep the core engaged. Don't let the back swing. And release your arms to the mat. Maybe tap out your feet if that feels good. Bring your fingertips just outside your mat. Face forward. We're going to move through a few rounds of dynamic cobra. So I'm going to inhale, lift, and exhale like a wave, lower it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This time as I exhale, I'm just going to lower my right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, lift. And wave all the way back down. Bring your gaze to the opposite side that you did this last time. And just take a moment to rest. Let your hands lay beside you. And we're going to move into Shalabhasana or Lotus pose with a chest expansion. So I'm going to bring my fingers together, interlace my fingers to the small of my back. I'm going to bring my chin to the mat. And as I inhale, I'm going to drive my hands toward the back of the room. You don't have to have your fingertips interlaced. You can also just come here, and that's great too. So find what works for you. Lift your chest, extend your legs, lift your legs. Keep a little tuck to the chin to keep that nice, we don't want this crazy bend in our neck, yeah? Stay here for a few more rounds of breath. Belly is working. One more inhale. And exhale, lower down with control. And relax your body, maybe shimmy the hips. Maybe windshield wiper the legs, if that feels good. And then bring hands under the shoulders. We're going to press back into child's pose. Balasana. Walk your hands over to one side. Press the floor away as you ground down to the opposite hip. Let your forehead rest on the mat. And then walk the fingertips to the other side. Same thing. Push the floor away as you ground down through the right hip now. Rest the forehead on the mat. Close your eyes. And inhale, come back to center. We're going to come into rabbit pose. So reach your arms back to kind of cup your heels and rest the crown of your head on the mat. You're going to lift your hips so that you have some traction in your arms and your hands. And just really round the spine here. There's almost no weight in the crown of your head. Keep your gaze looking straight back here. Don't turn the head. We don't want to risk injuring the neck. And just feel that nice stretch in your thoracic spine or maybe your lumbar. One more round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Place your hands under your shoulders to lift up. We're going to come into Dandasana or staff pose. So you're going to extend your legs out in front of you like so. Sit tall, maybe press your fingertips into the mat. Just a little higher. And then we're going to bring our mirror you. So we'll bring our left knee in to our chest. And then maybe step it over here. From here, our right fingertips, or rather, if I'm mirroring you, my left fingertips are going to become a kickstand behind my left glute. I'll reach my right arm up and bring my right elbow to the outside of my left knee to provide a little bit of leverage for my twist. So seated twist. With each inhale, see if you can grow a little bit taller. With each exhale, see if you can just twist it a little bit deeper. Check in that your ribs are staying soft in the body. Your belly is toned. Your shoulders are down on the back, not rolling forward. A nice line of energy from the tip of your tail to the crown of your head. And on your next inhale, go ahead and unwind. We're going to switch other sides. So extend both legs out, reset. And actually, while we're here, why don't we just take a little forward fold, might as well. Reach the fingertips out. Find length in the spine. Bend in the knees is okay. We want to keep the spine long. That's the most important thing. Exhale, just melt over your thighs. Let your head and neck be heavy. And slowly roll back up to seated. Find that tall spine again. This time we're going to draw the right knee in to the chest. Step it over to the outside of the left knee. Drive the right fingertips into the mat behind the left glute. Extend the left arm up alongside your ear. And then draw it down across the midline, anchoring the elbow on the outside of the right knee. And take a twist looking back over your right shoulder. Find length in your spine. As you inhale, think of drawing the air up from your tail, your sits bones, and feel it traveling all the way up to the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, send the energy out through the crown of your head. You can visualize that as a white light, bright white light, shining from the crown of your head as you exhale. Draw the shoulders down onto the back, soften the ribs, tone the belly, find length. And on your next inhale, come back to center, extend the leg back out. From here, we're going to bend both knees, bring the soles of both feet onto the mat. I'm going to turn sideways again. Keep those feet pressing into the mat. Extend the arms forward. Slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Tuck the chin. See if you can keep the feet pressing into the mat all the way down. And release the hands down along the sides. Walk the heels underneath the knees. And then bring the right foot with a flexed foot to protect the knee on top of the left thigh. From here, you're going to bring this opposite shin, this left shin to parallel, and then reach through. Take a hold of the thigh or the shin, just avoiding putting pressure on the knee. Draw that leg in, and then you can energetically open this right knee out, or you can sort of press it away even with your right elbow. If it feels good, you can gently rock your head side to side here. Supine figure 4 or supine half pigeon. And then keeping this figure 4 shape in the legs, go ahead and drop that left foot down and then just let them fall over to the left side. And as you do so, extend the arms out into a T shape or a cactus, and you can look over the right fingertips here. If you want to add just a little bit more resistance to this stretch, you can place the left hand on top of the right thigh. But let gravity do the work here. So really relax and try to melt into the stretch. Maybe close your eyes now and keep them closed for the remainder of the practice. When we take away the stimulation of the sense of sight, it really allows us to tune more deeply into our internal worlds and all of the different sensations going on. Your next inhale, draw the knees back into the chest, uncross the legs, maybe draw some little circles with the knees to massage the lumbar spine. And then we'll do that same thing on the other side. So place the sole of the right foot on the mat, flex the left foot, bring that ankle, the left ankle, to the top of the right thigh. Reach through the puka here to take a hold of the right thigh or the right shin. Draw that leg in towards your torso as you open the left knee away. You can use your left elbow to try to encourage that opening. Just breathe into the places where it feels tight or sticky. Try to let go those places where you feel like you're gripping, clinging. And then go ahead and release that right foot back down to the mat and just let the legs stay in the shape as they fall over to the side. Try to keep the shoulders grounded on the mat. Extend the arms into a T or a cactus shape and just look back over the left fingertips. Option, if you did so on the other side, to bring that right hand to the top of the left thigh to just intensify that stretch a little bit. But let gravity do the work. See if you can just melt into the twist. Notice if you're gripping anywhere. See if you can let go a little bit, or a little bit more. On your next inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Maybe again, just draw a few little circles with your knees to massage your low back. And then we'll come into happy baby. So flex the feet, bend the knees about 90 degrees. Option to hold on to your thighs, your calves, your ankles, or the outsides of your feet. Draw your knees in towards your armpits. See if you can ground your sacrum here and begin by finding stillness. Keep your gaze straight up at the ceiling. And then if you want to add some movement, maybe you want to rock side to side or you want to extend one leg and then the other. Take a moment to explore that. Maybe you want to make some baby sounds. You can exhale, flutter your lips. Feels really good. You should try it. Inhale, exhale, flutter your lips. And then go ahead and release the feet. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Recline found angle pose. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Just tap into the sensations of your body, the rise and fall of your belly, the beating of your heart. Showing gratitude for your body, carrying you around in the world. On your next inhale, I want you to extend everything out long, super long. Point your toes, reach your fingertips in opposition. Engage every muscle in your body. And then exhale, just relax. Let your feet fall open, your arms rest at your sides. Relax your forehead, relax your jaw, close your eyes. Find stillness here in Shavasana. We'll be here for about 2 minutes. So just take this time to allow your practice to assimilate. Relax your face, relax your jaw, allow your tongue to fall away from the roof of your mouth. Let the breath flow easily. Just really let go and just melt into this moment. I'm going to share a quote with you from Ram Dass that kind of seemed relevant with all of the things going on right now. It says, "It is the continuing work of life, of learning to trust that the universe is unfolding exactly as it should, no matter how it looks to us. Learning to appreciate that each of us has a part in nurturing this interconnectedness and healing it where it is torn, discovering what our individual contribution can be, and then giving ourselves fully to it." Rest here in Shavasana. I'll call you out in just a couple of minutes. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Deepen your inhales and exhales, and begin to bring small movements into your fingers, into your toes. As you're ready, roll onto one side and pause in a fetal position, fetal pose. A reminder that every day, every moment, every breath is an opportunity to start again, to start fresh, to be reborn, and to really appreciate life as a gift. When you're ready, make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me sees, honors, respects, and appreciates the light in you. Namaste.
know I did. My cats didn't do anything crazy. I'm sure they will next time. See you later.